Survival on the moon of Titan is tied to a brutal biological economy. To stay alive, humans must hunt the native alien life and absorb their energy to gain gene points. Every new hunter's goal is reaching the first level. Accumulating exactly 100 gene points triggers a biological shift, extending lifespan to 200 years. But there's a flaw. Killing the same low-tier prey drops the yield until the system stops rewarding the kill entirely. Further hunting yields nothing. A hunter named Veer learned this the hard way. He arrived on Titan relying on his Earth-based martial arts training and a crescent-shaped dagger, assuming his skills would translate directly to this new ecosystem. During his first hunt, a common black turtle, one of the weakest creatures on the moon, lunged with unexpected speed. It knocked Veer flat on his back and sent his dagger skittering across the rocks. He eventually killed the creature, but the system's response was a wake-up call. He received 0 gene points, failed to acquire a devil soul, the essence for higher-tier gear. Veer spent the next 3 months at a settlement called the Dev Ashram, repeating the same mistake. Day after day, he hunted black turtles, but his progress bar wouldn't budge. Hunting safe, low-level prey didn't just slow Veer down, it trapped him. He was stuck at the bottom of the food chain, with no clear way forward. After 90 days of 0 progress, Veer headed out to scout for higher-risk prey, hoping to find something that would force the system to respond. In a low-danger zone where only basic creatures usually roam, Veer spotted something that didn't fit. A turtle emerged from a pond with a shell of solid gold and eyes that looked like cut gemstones. Every other turtle in this region is dull and black. A golden mutation like this shouldn't exist here, especially since it looked less like a biological organism and more like a piece of jewelry. This time, Veer didn't rush in. He stayed behind a tree, watching the creature's path and waiting until it crawled right past his position. As it passed, he pinned the shell and delivered 6 rapid cuts to its limbs. The creature had no defense against the sudden strike and was incapacitated almost instantly. When the kill was confirmed, the system announcement was startling. This wasn't just a mutation, it was a sacred blood alien, the highest tier recognized by the system. The payout was massive. Veer 7 sacred gene points and a sacred tier devil soul, a reward that would typically take months of high-risk hunting to achieve. On Titan, a sacred devil soul is a life-changing asset. It can be manifested as high-level weaponry or sold for a fortune to other hunters. Veer had spent months grinding for nothing, but by targeting a single anomaly, he bypassed the standard limits of the system. As Veer began to harvest the valuable golden shell, he prepared to cut through the meat, as he had done with dozens of other turtles. But as his blade went deep into the gut, he felt a sharp jar. These creatures are soft-bodied invertebrates, yet his dagger had just struck something as hard as metal. When he pulled the object out, he found a translucent, egg-sized black stone buried deep within the flesh. Looking closely, the stone seemed to contain millions of tiny, flickering lights, almost like a miniature galaxy trapped inside the crystal. Veer noted a discrepancy. This turtle was physically weak, like his previous prey. Was this stone the reason a low-level creature registered as a sacred tier alien? This object sits outside Titan's 4 known categories of life, a variable the standard guides don't mention. Veer pocketed the stone, sensing that while the gene points in the shell were valuable, this unidentifiable crystal might be the most significant find of his 3 months on the moon. A single day's hunt had yielded more than months of grinding, all because Veer found the one thing in the pond that didn't follow the rules.